Mushin's path is not for the weak. Prove your might and earn his tutelage. Train yourself to control the darkness within. When you're ready, I will find you. There you are. The Master is expecting you. This is your final test. He won't hold back. If you fail, well, I think you know.
Come in. You seem more in control of your power. Good. Surviving this test will take everything you have. Fight me. The time has come. We'll see if you have what it takes to claim your revenge. Should you fail, I will grant you the mercy of a swift death. Feel the might of the divine fist! Think that alone is enough for revenge? Try again. Do you not feel your anger? Think only of revenge. Will you fall to an obstacle like this? Black Rose is nothing to you. Get up! Impressive. Such power to have been cornered even for just a moment. You have become a master in your own right. You are ready. Yura tells me you have reservations about my motives for helping you. Perhaps you have heard of the Divine Mandate ritual being prepared in Zaiwei. Jin So-yun is behind it. The Divine Mandate ritual opens a passage between realms. It is how the people commune with the heavens to determine a ruler when the line of succession is broken. But when the ceremony is corrupted, the celestial gate swings open to two realms, divine and dark. Jin So-yun intends to create a permanent bridge between the dark realm and our own, ushering in an era of endless chaos. She must be stopped. I sacrificed myself once before and the world suffered. No, someone must prepare for the worst. There is nothing more I have to teach you. If your thirst for revenge is not enough to defeat Jin So-yun, you aren't the hero I thought you were. She is insurance against Jin So-yun's schemes. I will release her when that witch is dead. Until then, no one can know she is here. Go now. Unleash your fury upon that murderer, Jin So-yun.
Oh my, you survived. I'm impressed. Perhaps you're not so hopeless after all. You've been such a good pupil. It's only fair I let you in on a little secret. The reason Mushin took you under his wing. You see, Jin So-yun has something he wants. His birthright. The Twilight's Edge. Only she's not so keen on giving it up. The Twilight's Edge is a blade older than civilization. Its power's beyond your comprehension. But you would not seek such a weapon? Very well. Stopping Jin So-yun it is. More likely than not, she's flitting about the Talus capital, setting dark plans in motion. Zaiwei is the capital of the Talus Dominion. The dragon pulses within are carefully manipulated by expert windwalkers. Without a specially attuned charm, you would arrive in pieces. Instead, I'll drop you off just outside the city, in the Sky Petal Plains. Now go, slay Jin So-yun. Set free your inner demons and revel in the anguish of your foes. Such fun. Have fun storming the Capitol.
You look so beautiful. Honest? Of course, my lady. You look lovely. Perfect. Wonderful. I can't believe I'm going to be Empress.
Now, only one left. Perhaps next time we meet, you will be complete. As my vessel.
The Lumang! They're losing too many men to the camp. You will never hold Grand Harvest
Show them
Village.
how powerful our cannons are.
Charge! Losing too many men to the cannon. Fire! How do you like that, Talus? Ah! Fire! You can't even get near me. How do you like that, Talus? Ah! Reload it. How do you like that, Talus? Ah! How do you like that, Talus? Ah! Come any closer and I'll blow your head off. How dare you destroy our cannon? I will destroy you! Hang in there, everyone!
Will reinforcements ever come?
Thank you, warrior, but we must fight off! This raid, I hate to admit it, but it would have been the last. If you hadn't been there, they would have taken Grand Harvest Village for sure. Who are you? If you say so, warrior. I would ask more questions, but at this point, I'll take help wherever I can get it. Please help us protect our village. Then you might as well stand with us. The gate to Zyway is closed until we get the Lumang under control. The Emperor does not want the Divine Mandate ritual to be disturbed. But if you pledge to stand with us here, on my honor, I will request a pass for you. Divine Realm bless you, warrior. Our troops have been decimated by the cannons. Please rescue those who can be saved. I will hold the line and help my soldiers regroup. Hurry, we haven't much time. Charge!
These goods are for Zyway.
We will never surrender! You will die by my hand. Keep fighting!
Why can't you
Can't
get a
let
real
them
job,
take Grand
Lumang?
Harvest Village!
Why can't you get a real job, Lumang?
Poor hygiene must be a requisite for joining the Lumang.
Warrior, you saved my life.
You disgust me.
These
Keep
goods
fighting!
are for Zyway.
We can't let
You
them
will
take
not
Grand Harvest Village!
ever come?
You will
Yes,
never
send
hold
more
Grand
precious
Harvest
guards.
Village!
They will all die. You're no match for me.
None of you will survive.
Reinforcements ever
You're
come?
no match for me. You're no match for me.
Don't worry, you won't die alone. Your friends will be joining you. Charge forward towards the central stairs! We've got them on the run! Regroup and let's drive them back. Another wave! Hold the line! Ready your defensive maneuvers! Be on your guard. Don't let the Lumang through. Another wave! Hold the line! Charge!
Take this! Just die!
Looks like we've turned the tables on them. We're still outnumbered, but we must drive the Lumang Syndicate out. They're trying to disrupt Zaiwei's main trade route and get into the city. We can't let that happen. There are too few of us to hold off the Lumang. We have to call for reinforcements. The Dominion installed a beacon for us to light when we needed assistance. It signals the Zaiwei guards. But the Lumang knew about the beacon. They struck there first and killed the guard in charge of tending it. If we can't get to it and light it, Grand Harvest Square is lost. You must light the beacon, warrior. We will hold the enemy back and rescue our people. Help us fight off the Lumang and light that beacon. Defense! Stand your ground! Provide cover fire while we advance! Charge! Charge! Protect the villagers! You will never hold Grand Harvest Village! Charge! Leave not one villager behind! Charge!
You're no match for me!
You will not prevail!
Lumang.
We've got to secure the center of the village! Move forward!
That arrogant Jide Gong is just blowing hot air.
I am nothing like Jide Gong! Do not underestimate me! Quickly, warrior! Light the beacon! Lead the Lumang to me! Shadowclaw! This ends here! You're under arrest! I'll kill you! I will break you!
You're no match for me!
There were too many Lumang. Light the beacon. Signal the reinforcements.
You think I am afraid of the talent? Light the beacon! We will keep the Lumang busy! Let down your arms! Light the beacon! We will keep the Lumang busy, Totem! This ends here! Surrender, and we will spare you! Light the beacon! We will keep the Lumang busy! Shadowclaw has fallen! Victory is ours! Who's making all this noise? What? It cannot be! That's Yunsang! Get him! Charge! will never hold Grand Harvest Village.
No! Yunsang! You...
You think you can catch me?
Hey, you're stronger than you look.
Yunsang! End of the line!
Oh, so you're that rookie, Yu Chun. Let's call it a day, shall we? Back to base!
Yes, boss!
Damn it! He got away. But at least the people are safe. I'd like a word with you. Now.
They're going away! They're gone!
So much to clean.
Get the injured first! Hurry! Come on! Let's clean up!
So, you showed up. I'm Yu Chun, captain of the Zaiwei Guard. I guess introductions are in order. I'm Yu Chun, captain of the city guard, guardian of Zaiwei, and I also play a mean lute. I've been assigned to bolster security ahead of the Divine Mandate ritual to protect against that maniac Yunsang and his criminal band, the Lu Meng Syndicate. He's been a threat for some time, but in recent weeks his attacks have been more frequent. But I think I've nailed his pattern. I am this close to bagging this thug, and I can't have masterless vigilantes like yourself interfering. So do us all a favor and butt out of this one. Got it? You want into Zaiwei? No can do. Zaiwei is closed to outsiders until further notice. Pass or no pass, you won't be allowed into the city. Not with the Lu Meng turning the plains into their own personal playground. The city's the only safe place left, and it's gonna stay that way. The gates will only reopen once Yunsang is safely in the dungeon sampling our finest prison gruel. Until then, I don't care if you're one of the 4 guardians. You're not getting in. Well then, you better hope that woolly-headed werewolf is brought to justice with a big bow on his head. And quick.
Thank
I
you
gotta
for
go.
helping us.
Duty call.
I'm Ipyong, manager of Grand Harvest Village and its supply lines. All of us who call Grand Harvest home are indebted to you. Lu Meng Syndicate raids in the Sky Petal Plains are becoming more frequent. They've been hitting Grand Harvest over and over, trying to disrupt Talus supply lines. Yes, but that's not all the Lu Meng are responsible for. They've been kidnapping villagers and trying to get into Zaiwei. Unless Yunsang is brought to justice, no one is getting into Zaiwei for a long time. But that's not the only reason Zaiwei is closed off. The Emperor wants the Divine Mandate ritual to be performed without any interruptions. You're not the only one who wants to enter Zaiwei and is stuck here. Many travelers have gathered at Granny's Inn. Someone there may know a secret way inside. I wish you luck, warrior.
here! Over here! I'm so excited! I saw you beat up those thieves and I knew you were the one! The one who could help me save my dad. My name's Daljan. My dad is the manager of the granary, and he hasn't come back. I mean, he usually does. He usually comes back to the square to have lunch with me, but he hasn't come back. It's been hours. I'm so worried. I mean, if the Lumang struck here, what if they struck the granary too? I just know something's wrong, and no one will listen to me because I'm just a kid. Will you please go check to see if my dad's okay? What? No! Please, you're the only one who can do something. No one else is strong enough to beat up the Lumang. I need you. Oh, what am I gonna do? My dad might be gone forever. I want my daddy back.
Can't believe this is our assignment.
Well, look who it is. Don't expect me to act glad to see
there are
you.
worse things than guarding a gate all day. Trust me.
Well, you've changed. Your chi, it's darker. I like that. I have to say it suits you. Huh. Cute. Your path. So you finally realize that revenge is your true motivation. I guess we have something in common now. The Talus capital? Of course not. Look around you. Does it look like anyone has found a way in? The Lumang Syndicate's raids have shut Zyway down. Huh. I guess great power doesn't come with great smarts. Running up to the gates would be suicide. You'd have every Talus soldier in Zyway on you in minutes. Well, of course there is. You just have to take down Yunsang. The Lumang Syndicate is powerful, but it's because Yunsang is a strong leader. Without him, the Lumang are just common thieves. If Yu-chan is able to arrest Yunsang, the Lumang will fall back. Without their raids, there would be no reason for the gates to be closed. You could enter Zyway freely. You'll have to wait your turn. I'm looking for him. Yu-chan's looking for him. Now you're looking for him. Of course not. Do you think I'd be sitting here drinking if I knew? I came here to listen for rumors, but I haven't heard any. Granny knows something, but she won't tell me. Why don't you be useful and ask her? Why are you boys hanging around? Don't you have something better to do?
We're your bodyguards, ma'am. You pay us to watch you.
But she also pays us to do what she says. Come on, let's go!
I don't care how much it costs. This stuff is great.
Good, good. Just let old Granny tally up the numbers. I saw you chatting it up with them like fucking buddies, and you have the fucking nerve to say that to me? Do you know how much that woman is drunk? Hoodlums, dressing all fancy and acting like they fucking own the place. Same as every other dolled up out of the city. Well, if you're not here for the tab, then order something to eat or get lost. I don't have time to babysit moochers. Do I look like a tour guide to you? Stupid travelers. What did you want to know? The leader of the Lumang Syndicate? Him and his cronies rampage through here every other week, raiding and stealing whatever's not nailed down. They may have gotten run off earlier, but they'll be back sure as they're probably making a hit on the granary up the road. Watch your mouth. If you're so worked up about the granary, do something about it. Not.
I don't care how much it...
I'm busy. Off.
The Talus soldiers will protect us, right?
Daljan, your father is fine.
I want my daddy back.
Dalgin, your father is fine.
I want my daddy back!
Dalgin, your father is...
You're back? Don't be nice to me if you're not going to help. It's okay. I know it's not your business. I'm just worried about my dad. You will? Okay. The granary is just west of the village. Could you please make sure my dad's not in trouble? When he didn't come back for lunch, I knew something was wrong. He always comes back. I hope that the Lumang haven't gotten him. Please hurry. It's been such a long time. I don't know what I'd do without him.
She has reason to worry.
I want my daddy back!
The Lumang have their mind set on storming Zyway. They know they wouldn't survive a head-on assault, so they're trying other tactics. Like trying to starve us out. If the Lumang have control of the granary, they have control of Zyway's food supply. We could be facing mass starvation. No, Yunsang rules from afar. Yu Chun, of course, is chasing him with most of the Talus army. So we're left to deal with Yunsang's enforcers. Perhaps, if they were high enough on the chain of command. Doran, for instance, is one of his highest-level enforcers. I'd hate to see what he would do to the granary. And if anyone had news of Yunsang, it would be him. Thank you. The granary is on the road northwest of here. And please be on the lookout for Sopong, Daljin's father.
I want my daddy back!
Daljin, your father is fine. Daljin.
You there. I need your help. Thank goodness you came along when you did, warrior. My granary has been attacked. Yunsang's enforcer, Doran, he just rolled in and started taking villagers hostage. And he has bombs. Everything's on fire. I must go find help. I'm a manager, not a fighter. Dalgin, did my daughter send you? She's a smart girl. I'm glad she thought to send help. You are going to help, right? I can't offer much in return. Maybe a job at the granary. Yunsang of the Lumang Syndicate? You must be really skilled if you're going up against him. I see what you're up to. You want to ask Doran about Yunsang. Clever. If you want my help, you'll have to save the Grand Harvest Militia, too. I'm not a great fighter, but I'm the granary manager, and I know my way around. The militia is being held in one of the storage warehouses. I'm sure you're very skilled, but the two of us against that many Lumang? We'll need their help anyway. What do you say? Great. I'd feel terrible if I didn't help the villagers. When the militia is free, we can go and face Doran. Hopefully he has the information you need. Then let's go. Over here! Quick! Let's go rescue the militia first. We're going to need their help to fight the Lumang. Then we'll find the villagers. Are you ready? Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Hurry! Dare come here. We'd better be quick. I'll release these two. You go help the ones in back. Are you okay? Good. We need your help. Keep the Lumang off us while we rescue villagers. I hope we're not too late. Come this way. They're in the warehouses up ahead.
Ha-ha!
No, we're too late.
Hold
No one
still!
could have survived this fire.
Had enough?
Those damn
Defended!
Lumang. Come with me. Maybe there are still some villagers
Had
alive.
enough?
I see them. Go to the well and get a bucket of water. Douse the flames before they reach the bombs. Now, thank the heavens. You go on inside and free the villagers. I'll be on the lookout for Lumang. those explosives. They're going to destroy the granary. But now we've only got Doran to worry about. Do you know anything about him? That was an impressive blast! Now we've only got... No wonder you're so eager. The man is crazy. Doran takes pleasure in flames, smoke, and destruction, and he relies on his bombs in combat. You should destroy the rest of his bombs so he can't use them against you. I'll make sure the Lumang don't interfere. This way! Grab a bomb and lob it at that cache. Thank you. I will gather additional guards. Be safe.
How dare you interrupt me? I don't have time for a fool like you. My work! My bombs! I will never betray Yunsang. Feel the loving embrace of fire and spawn!
Did he just blow himself up? I guess you're not getting any information out of him, are you? Well, I'm sure someone knows where Yunsang is. Keep following the Lumang, and you're sure to find him. I'm sorry you didn't find anything, but it was lucky you came along when you did. Dulce, she must have gotten worried when I didn't show up for lunch. Now I feel really bad. Is there really not anything I can do for you? I'm sorry. I really don't have any information on Yunsang, but I guess I could help you try to figure out where to look first. I've got two ideas. The first is going to sound crazy. There have been a lot of kidnappings lately, and there's a rumor going around that there's a mad machinist in a cave north of here. Supposedly, it's some sort of tainted lab, but I think it's the Lumang. The simplest explanation is usually correct, right? I'd be ready for anything, though, if you went up there. The second is that the Lumang have stolen a lot of grain, and grain is heavy and spills easily. They'd have to use carts to take it back to their lair. You go check out that tainted lab, and I'll go see if I can find traces of the Lumang moving our grain.
Don't make me say it again. I don't have time for this. Damn you, Dongwon! What have you done with the children?
I'm impressed. Let's see what else you can do.
I won't let you do whatever you want.
I suppose you'll make good test subjects, or at least spare parts.
This isn't going to be easy.
Please try again
lack of
later.
appreciation for scientific progress. My minions aren't running up to spec. Behold my creation!
He's spitting in the face of the natural order.
Relax, Okay, this has been entirely unpleasant. Dongwon out.
I want to go home! I hate it here. Is that scary man gone? Is it over? Thank you. When those weird machines grabbed me, I thought I was done for. Why did they take me here? You're probably right. Can I go home now?
Did you find anything? You were gone so long, I thought you got what you needed and left. I guess not. It wasn't the Lumang? Li Dongwon. I'd heard his name whispered at Granny's Inn, but I dismissed the stories of automatons and demons as tall tales. To hear you say they were true is troubling. Yes, I can finally help you for a change. The cart's trail ended in front of a large encampment. That may be their new Lumang stronghold, and from what I've heard, Maung San, another of Yun Sang's enforcers, is there.
Maung San may have the information you need, but there's a complication. I'm going to have to ask a favor of you again. The Lumang dragged off some villagers with the grain. If you go there, please help them.
You there, I need your help. You there, I need your help.
A dynamic quest has begun.
Are you rescuing me? The heavens bless you, warrior. I thought no one was coming for me. When I was dragged away, I assumed everyone else was dead. Maung San? You mean Yun Sang's enforcer? He's here, but I don't know where he is. But I know someone who might. A Talus patroller tried to save me from the Lumang as they dragged me and some others here. But there were too many Lumang. He's imprisoned in the stronghold as well. If he patrols this area, he probably knows his way around the camp and where Maung San is. I haven't a clue. The granary attack, the fire, our kidnapping, it's all a blur. I'm sorry I'm not more helpful. If you could get a better look at the stronghold... let me think. I remember. Watchtowers. There are watchtowers all over the stronghold. If you could get up on top of one, you could see all around the camp and find the Talus patroller. It'd also make it easier for you to take the Lumang by surprise. Good. I'm glad I could help. Oh, and one last thing, warrior. We weren't the only ones kidnapped. If you see any other villagers, please help them.
You have acquired a new quest item.
Ready for some action? Come watch the best canine warriors on the continent duke it out. If interested, find us at Just a Cave. Betting encouraged, no children.
Thank you for saving. You're lucky not to be in my place, warrior. I tried to rescue some Grand Harvest villagers from the Lumang, and was put in shackles for my trouble. I'm impressed you got this far. I guess you haven't run into Maung San yet. I don't know for sure. He and his pets only appear when there's trouble. I've patrolled this area for months, and I've never seen him wandering around. But I've never gotten a good look at the Lumang's den. which is very heavily guarded. That may be where he spends his time. Well, if you're dead set on visiting the spirit realm, go ahead. I'm filing a report. Maybe then the Talus will do something about the Lumang stronghold.
My pets! Why would you do this? Who are you? Why would you kill my babies? Yunseng, you expect me to tell you after you murdered my children? Never. I am as loyal to him as my animals were to me. I'd rather die. Fiends take you, you cur!
What the... Why are you here? A patroller reported that Maung-san was in the Lumang Den and that Doran had been bested. Don't tell me you were the one who subdued Doran. And now you've taken down Maung-san. Look, I appreciate busting skulls as much as the next guy, but capturing Yunseng is my business, and it's up to me to interrogate this prisoner. At the end of the day, you're a civilian. I know you wanted to Zaiwei, but that's only gonna happen if I capture Yunseng, not before. Listen, just peacefully hand over Maung-san, and I'll pass on any information he gives us. Fair? Hey, my hands are tied in all of this. I heard what you did at the granary. You're fighting for good, and that's a rare thing. But I can't exactly hand out a ribbon and the key to the city. Regardless, you have my thanks. And speaking of thanks, Mayor Ipyong of Grand Harvest Square wants to talk to you. You should go and see him. We'll mop up here while you head to the village. And try not to beat anybody up on your way there. More paperwork for me. Check to see if that one is dead.
You big bully! Get away from me! I'm not letting you have my
Give
dolly!
me your dolly, or Yunsen will come get you.
You big bully! Get away from me! Don't mess with me!
I'm sorry.
I've got
I
my
want to be a
own
member of the
bodyguard.
House Society one day. I was just practicing. I want to be big and scary one day, just like Yunsen. Did you know he's in the House Society now?
You got here at just the right time, warrior. He's always been a bully. Thinks he's gonna be a How. They're a bad gang in Zyway. If you'd been just a minute later, I would have had to give him a busted lip. The crying usually works, but he's been an extra big creep lately. And what was he saying? Something about Yun Sang being in the House Society? That's a new one. I never heard him say that. I don't know. I've heard other people say that, I guess. I guess you could ask the mayor when he comes back. Yeah, he should be back in a minute. Oh, there he is. Hi, Mayor Ipyong. And thank you for finding my father. We got to have a late lunch and everything.
There you are, warrior. I hope
I'll let you
come back.
grown-ups talk. Bye now.
Sopong and Daljin have both told of your bravery and generosity. You have been a great help to us, more helpful than the Talus army at any rate. And Sopong told me that you defeated Doran and Maung San in your quest to find information on Yunsang. Is that true? Heavens bless you, what a feat! Did you find any information on Yunsang? That is most unfortunate, and I have nothing to tell you. If there weren't so many people injured here, both militia and villagers, I'd be able to help you more with information. In fact, we need medicine very desperately. With the supply lines disrupted by the Lumang, our provisions are dwindling. I have taken this up with Yuchun, but he seems to think we can make do with what we have. He has no regard for our circumstances. Which brings me to this. Yuchun is looking for Yun Sang and has all the resources of the Talus army behind him. If you bring us the medicine, I'll make note of his movements. Splendid. The medicine that we need is called the Tricolor Pellet and can only be found in Plog Sanctum, which is east of here. When you get there, find Han Young. He will know what you're looking for.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I might be Han Young. Who wants to know? Well, if I was Han Young, and I'm not saying I am, I would have to tell you that tricolor pellets are in high demand, and that those seeking them have to pay handsomely for them. Did Mayor Ipyong send you? He's a very influential and wealthy man. I'm sure he can pay for it. Let's say 5,000 gold? Tricolor pellets take weeks to make. They are distilled from the essence of tricolor Giganura sweat, which is dangerous to obtain, even if the Giganura is sleeping. Oh, you're already back. I guess those Ploggles and Snapjaw didn't give you any trouble.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I've been working so hard out here. Making these tricolor pellets is grueling. Oh, did you bring me more rainbow plants? Great. Now I have to make more tricolor pellets. And I was gonna write a sonnet. Ha, no. That's just what Han Young tells everyone so he can drive up the price. I just take these weeds to a mill and grind them up. It's really hard work, and it's so hot here. But at least he pays me, and the frogs are good company.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Excellent. But I'd feel better if you didn't see where I stashed my goods. Run along and deliver this rainbow plant to Don Yi near the Plog Sanctum. When you come back, I'll have your order ready. Here are your Tricolor Pellets. It's indeed a pleasure doing business with you and Mayor Ipyong.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Did you find Han Young? Were you able to get the pellets from Han Young? Very good. I will get these to our doctors at once. What did he ask for them? Oh, never mind. I shouldn't ask such things. But you haggled with him, right? Never mind. Don't worry. The lives of the villagers are my first priority. You've done us a great service. And I have some information for you. I saw Yu Chun run into his office waving an official report around. You should listen in, or get the report. Quickly, warrior, before it's too late.
He's running out of places to hide. Huh? What do you want? When we finish interrogating Maung San, you'll be the first to know. I don't have anything concrete, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I need evidence. I'm under orders from the Emperor himself not to divulge information that could compromise our efforts to capture Yunsang. You tend to follow those kinds of orders, or wind up with an iron ball around your ankle. I think we're done here. Once Yunsang is in custody, we'll grab a beer. Hell, we'll grab the entire barrel. Let's go.
You have acquired a new quest item.
We've sighted the subject. Meet Dosun at the forward base camp.
Huh? Who are you? I'm sorry, I don't have time for you. I'm meeting someone important. I believe you are mistaken. I've never seen you before in my life. What? This is vital intelligence on a project that he is responsible for, and he sends some lackey to do his job? Well, neither do I, but how do I know you're not from the Lumang Syndicate? What if you're in the Skyhaven Resistance? No, I really can't. Yu Chun has put me in a bind if he really did send you. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the information if you pass this test. Talus recruits are highly trained. Even if you're just Yu Chun's assistant, I should be able to expect you to accomplish great physical feats. If you're really who you say you are, brave the Soulstone Plains and bring this supply request to the battlefield commander. It's, essential to the war effort. Bring it back and I'll tell you what you need to know. Many people seem to have trouble obtaining the Moonstone powder, so I'm writing this guide to help them out. The actions written in this guide can only be done while wearing your faction uniform. Keep that in mind.
Hello, recruit. Thank you for reporting promptly for service. You're just in time to enlist in our skirmish against the Crimson Legion. As for the first task to prove your loyalty, Wait. What is that document? A supply request? Weapons? Armor? Moonstone powder? Is this some sort of joke? This is a forgery. I suspect only that so-called spy, Dosun, would dare to make such a request. I'll sign it, but only to catch him red-handed with evidence of his fraud. That is, unless you would like to take the fall instead. I'm glad we have an understanding. Here's the signed supply request. I trust you'll do the right thing and help us catch Dosun.
Have you done what I asked? You must truly be a highly skilled warrior, and most certainly one of Yu Chun's assistants. I sent a letter to Yu Chun because I had heard rumors of Yunsang's sightings all over the Skypetal Plains. My sources have recorded sightings of Yunsang at 5 different locations. 5. Of course, Yu-Chun will have to narrow it down. He's been seen at the Lumang Stronghold, the Lumang Den, the Soulstone Plains, the Plog Sanctum, and the secret criminal hideout the Hao call Just a Cave. I bet they think they're very funny thinking that one up. Yes, the Hao think they're very clever. It's their secret site where they meet to gamble and carouse. It's not a well-kept secret, and I doubt he would be there. Really? That's strange. Perhaps it is true, but I think that would be a waste of time for Yu-Chun. Oh, I would start at the Lumang Stronghold and Lumang Den. That makes the most sense. I mean, what are the odds he's in just a cave? Yunsang's not really the type, I don't think. And it would be very public. Thank you, and please give him my regards. Oh, and tell him this. If he goes to just a cave, he'll probably meet Doki-chun. He'll try to gamble with him. Tell him not to. It's a trap.
What are you doing here? Do you have something against drinking and gambling? Do I look like Yunsang? Do they look like Yunsang? Yunsang's not here. And why would he be? This is a house society establishment. He's Lumang. Well, I guess he may have come around once or twice. Fine, you're right. Yunsang's here all the time. In fact, he's here now. But I can't just let you see him. Yunsang's a betting man, and so am I. How about a friendly wager? If you win, I'll let you meet with him. What do you say? What? You're no fun. No fun at all. Well, I can make this not fun. If you don't play along, I'll execute these prisoners I have here. They have all defaulted on loans or owe money to the House Society. They're no use to me. Might as well use them in a game. Just a little game of skill. Let me get my pot dog friends out here to help me. Heel, boys! The game is this. You can't find the pot dog I'm pointing out to you again. Look for this one, Blue Town. Now, they will all change places. They're very quick. Pick the jar you think has Blue Tao in it, but be careful. Mistakes are costly.
Do you think the warrior will notice?
You had to get a new jar? Quiet! It'll work. Just act natural. Why is one jar different? Blue Tao!
I'm sorry. I broke it.
Find someone with the same color jar.
Let me help! Let me help!
Comes Goofy. We can do this. You've ruined the game. Get out of here. That was not fair. My pot dogs were clearly not up to the task. I can't believe they've embarrassed me like this. I'm going to fire them all. No more treats for them. But you're right. We had a deal. I will call him for you. Are you sure you want to do this? Really? Because he's the strongest warrior I have ever had the pleasure of working with. If you plan on turning him in, good luck. He won't go quietly. Bring Yunsang, the king of thieves!
Mari Brain, you're too tall!
Yunsang will be here soon. Are you sure you don't want to run?
You think you can come in here and disturb my rest? I'll teach you a lesson.
You didn't see that, did you?
I, Yunsang, am the fire. The fire that burns.
Before I descend upon you. Let's not be hasty now. We can call a truce, right? I'm just a fake. Do-Ki-chun hired me.
Don't hurt me. I'm not Yunsang, okay? Get off me! Do-Ki-chun paid me to talk and act like him. The real Yunsang didn't want to be found.
Any of you.
Finally found you, Yunsang! Show yourself! What? Was our information wrong?
First the pot dogs, then that idiot Yunsang double, and now Yu-chan?
Bring it on, Do-Ki-chun! Or don't you have the guts? My timing could use some work. Intelligence Officer Do-sun tells me you pose as one of my assistants to get info out of him. You realize that impersonating an officer amounts to treason? I should slap the irons on you. But I probably would have done the same thing, so I'll let it go. Now who the hell is this? A double? I didn't expect that one. The Hao and Lu Meng must be working together. I'm guessing the Lu Meng paid the Hao to prop this numbskull up and throw us off the trail. Damn! And just when I thought we had Yunsang in our grasp. I'll follow him to the Dark Realm if I have to. And now I have to go file a report that Yunsang is still at large. Do you realize how many times I've had to do that? Now why don't you take the Hao's prisoners back to Grand Harvest? We can't just leave them here. Well, we could, but nah. I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm getting out of here.
What the are you doing here?
You did pull my old bacon out of the fire. I figured I was done for when those How bums snatched me up for not paying protection money. You should have seen me back in my heyday. If I were 30 years younger, I would have kicked the out of those Anyways, I know you were just looking for Yunsang, but I appreciate the help all the same. I did come across a bit of info in the meantime. Come on back to my inn and we'll talk there. This dank old dungeon isn't doing me any good. Straight! Don't you dawdle now, dearie. At my age, I might up and die before you get there. Get out of here already! You don't have to tell me twice.
I don't care how much it costs.
What took you so long? You should be ashamed letting a shaky old lady like me beat you here. Since you took so long, I had time to prepare lunch. Go on, have some. It's on the house. Ungrateful little try and be nice, and this is the thanks I get. Brat. If you don't want it, go serve it to those paying customers instead. Then talk to my waiter. He's the one with your precious information.
Did you hear that? Was it the Zeraxi?
Me too.
I'm so hungry. I could eat an entire iron ox.
Spring water.
Excuse me, his food? I couldn't help it over here. Thank you, warrior. We're so hungry.
So you're the one who rescued Granny? Thanks. She may seem a little rough, but she's really got a soft heart. And I know you didn't want food, but if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. You mean the Yes Men boss? Yeah, she left here in a hurry after she overheard a Zeraxi talking about a job. A lot of the Zeraxi are mercenaries. This one had been hired to kidnap young women. It made him so upset he turned it down. Yeah, it was really weird. And when Jewel heard him, she sobered up real quick and left. Hopefully she's gone to go bash the person responsible's head in, and it was probably the Lumang. I've heard they do stuff like that.
I think the Yes Men have a base at Rural Outfitters.
Rural Outfitters is east of here. Good luck.
I don't care how much it costs.
Warrior, over here, please. You look like a real fighter, unlike my husband. He went off on a hunting trip and left me here to manage all this blue dye. Have you seen him?
His name's Lo Yang. He's a dyer. He's no warrior, and he'll get himself killed out there. He's probably in the Beast Bog. He and a motley crew calling themselves the Brigand Eradicators vowed revenge after those filthy Zeraxi shot up the place and ate our expensive silks. He went to the Zeraxi base out in the Beast Bog. Meanwhile, all of us at the Rural Outfitters are practically defenseless against the horde outside. I need to manage the stock here, so I can't go out. If you see him in the Beast Bog, will you please tell him to come home? Be firm with him. He makes a lot of excuses.
You make sure he comes home right away.
If Jewel were here, she'd make you sorry. I may not have the skills to best you, but wait until Yes Ma'am Jewel gets back. Why would I tell you that? Are you going to hurt her? What? Okay, I'll tell you what you want to know. Jewel just left. She was in a really big hurry. She doesn't always tell us where she's going, but she did have a map to the Beast Bog. If you want to find her, try there.
Eradicate the Beast Bog, Brigand. We're not gonna take it. Hiya, warrior. Or should I say hello? That's a little warrior humor for you. What's better than this? Warriors talking war. Ah, the old ball and chain. Suwon's worried? She doesn't understand the way of the warrior like you and me, right? Always with the worrying.
Dye that a little blue. That's not blue enough.
I wish I could go, warrior. Tell her that I'm a vice captain now. I'm very important and appreciated, and this operation will fail without me.
Once the Eradicators eradicate those beasts, I'll probably head back. You know I'm recruiting right now. Maybe you can help. Yes, I love it! We're gonna kill those bugs. Kill them dead! Are you ready to work? I have an important mission, warrior. There's a traitor inside the Beastbog Brigands, and he wants to meet up. Read his letter and find him. Everyone here's a coward. What's so frightening about this big bad Zaraxi brigand boss?
You want to bring down the brigands, and I can help. I was innocently walking in the forest on my honeymoon with my true love, Aromi. Our love was plug and beautiful in this foul world. Then a monster named Hot Blood ate the love of my life, plug in front of me. His brother, Cold Blood, watched and laughed. I barely ran away with my life. Please, help me avenge my love. Meet me at the Beast Bog. If you see me, blow me a kiss, and I'll know that you are an ally.
This is...
Who are you? What do you want? Ah, you must have seen my message. Seeing you kiss the air like that reminded me of my lost love, Aromi. Thank you. Let's get down to business. The plogging boss of the Beastbog Brigands is Bay Lee. He's never without his guards, Cold Blood and Hot Blood. They destroyed my life, so I want you to plog theirs. Please, avenge my love.
Warrior, did you meet the informant? You met up with the spy? Nice job. Did he tell you anything important about the boss? Bay Lee, huh? That must be the giant deep in the Beast Bog. Wow, he's serious business. He's already killed a few Eradicators this week. We should kill Bay Lee and his two cronies all in one swoop. I'll see who I can gather for the mission. Come back, and I'll give you the update. Everyone here's a coward. This is...
You have acquired a new quest item.
You really show up at the right times. Yeah! Yes! My bodyguard comes to save me again! You really show up at the right times, warrior. I was out picking flowers with my friend Jimpo. You know Jimpo, the boy that was bullying me? He's okay, he just gets carried away. Anyway, we were just playing when these Zaraxi picked me up and dragged me into the Beast Bog. Yunseng was here and he looked at me and said, "No, she is not my songbird," and then left. I don't know. Some girl that looks like me, I guess. When he left, the Zaraxi just kind of left us here. Let me try to remember. Oh, he went that way. I think he ran into someone, too. I heard fighting, I think. Yeah, I will. This place gives me the creeps anyway. I'll make sure all of us get home safely. Thank you.
Jewel, you're hated.
Yunseng, why? Beat it. It's personal. Why do you think I would tell you? Now go! You have a chance to catch up with him. My wounds, they're on fire. I've been poisoned. The brigands of the Beast Bog. Before he left me here, Yunseng said that the brigand spearmen keep antidote on hand in case they accidentally poison themselves. But I don't think I can slay them myself. Thank you. Looks like you're doing something helpful for once, huh? I guess we could work together, even though you made a huge mess of my life in the Cinderlands. Get me the antidote, and I'll tell you all about Yunseng. I have just enough energy to windstride back to rural outfitters. I'll wait for you there.
Ma'am? Wake up, ma'am. Please.
Oh, gods! Is she gonna be okay?
Ma'am? Wake up, ma'am. Please.
Oh,
It's
God.
a miracle.
Is she gonna be
Thank
okay?
the heavens.
Where am I? I'm back in rural outfitters? The last thing I remember. Oh, it's you. Whenever something terrible happens, there you are. I suppose I owe you my life or something. That's right. You saved me to get information on Yunseng. Well, at least you're not pulling any punches. Let's just say Yunseng and I have a history. We were very much alike, Yunseng and I. Both of us are born leaders. We have very little patience for petty rules, and we are two of the best warriors this realm has ever seen. The bond between us was strong. We were, maybe are, very much in love. But even so, he kept his daughter a secret from me. That brute, all his poetic nonsense, and he had a child and probably another life that he never told me about. He was lying the whole time. And why? Why did he think I would care? Perhaps, but even so, I can't stand between the love of a father and his daughter. In my anger, I tried to drive the Lumang from the Cinderlands. I lost my eye for my trouble. Curse him! And after all that, he loses her. He must be frantic if he's resorting to kidnapping girls to find her. Yunhua was his daughter? Then, no. He has left me to die twice. I will have his head. This is confusing. I must have time to think. I'd wish you good luck,
I'll go
but I
with
kind
you.
of hope he kills you.
You're here. Let's talk. The villagers share stories of your heroism inside the Beast Bog. You fight with honor. I can respect that. And that's why I'm here. I need your help in capturing Yunseng. Much as I'm loath to admit that. Will you help the guard? I appreciate it. I don't love involving a citizen in this, but I don't have much of a choice. I pressed Maung San for information, but he's not talking. To expand our manhunt, I made a request to the Emperor for more soldiers. Fat lot of good that's done me lately, so I can't make any promises. In the meantime, keep a vigil over Grand Harvest Square. Yunseng tucked tail and ran, sure, but that doesn't mean the Lumang Syndicate is any less dangerous. I do have some debatably good news in all of this. Jan Wong, the guard incapacitated by Yunseng, has been cleared to return to duty. He insisted on coming to thank you personally. Frankly, he was a little too eager. I told him to calm the hell down and wait his turn. I'll return to Zaiwei for the time being. We'll meet again.
Warrior, hello! I'm glad that I ran into you again, my courageous friend. I thank you for saving me and my guards. And you've got quite a reputation here now. I've heard that you not only help the soldiers of Golden Harvest, but also our children and even the mayor. Yes, I heard that from you, Chun. I also heard that you've been getting ahead of him. Is there something that you know that he doesn't? If you do, I respectfully demand that you tell me. Yun Sang has repeatedly attacked our town, killed my guards, and even plundered our granary. If you know anything that would give us an edge. His daughter? That animal of a man has a daughter? This is very useful information. The kidnappings. It all makes sense now. He thinks one of those girls could be his daughter. And that's his weakness. Well done, warrior. I think that we've had a breakthrough. I now see how we can win against Yun Sang. If we find him, I will give you the credit. I'll let you know when I've made all the necessary preparations. Find me in Grand Harvest Square, warrior. I've sent the pigeon post. Now we wait. I'm sorry I left so abruptly, warrior, but what you said gave me a very good idea. Yes! Yun Sang is kidnapping young women and terrorizing Zaiwei for one reason, to find his daughter. So why don't we give her to him? You look confused. Of course, we don't have his real daughter. Yun Sang's daughter has apparently been gone for so long that he no longer knows her at first glance. Otherwise, he would not be kidnapping random girls. Nonsense! What could go wrong? We just find a girl just like the ones he's kidnapped. We disguise her, and we pretend that she is Yunhua. Yun Sang will come running. And I know the perfect girl to play the part. Daljan. She's a brave girl, and her father, Sopong, has agreed to let her do it. Your fear is unwarranted. Yun Sang hasn't harmed any of the girls he has kidnapped. There's no reason to think that he would harm Daljan now. What? Do you think we would purposely endanger her life? No matter. The plan is already in motion. If you want to help, meet me at Rule Outfitters. Attention! We have captured the wayward Yunhua, heiress to the Lu Meng Syndicate. She will be tried and summarily executed. So, did you come to see me triumph over Yun Sang? Yu Chung will be here any minute to see my master plan in action. Like the hells I don't. He has torn apart Grand Harvest many times over, and I've been the only one left to pull it back together. No more! It ends now! We find Yunhua guilty of treason and sentence her to immediate
Say hello to Yun Sang. I've come to collect my daughter. Hold on, my little songbird. I will free you from your cage. Yeah!
Don't hurt me!
You are not my little Yunhua.
No, she isn't. She's just a child from Grand Harvest Square. And now we have you, Yun Sang. You're under arrest. Soldiers, bring him to me. I've been waiting for this day, Yun Sang.
You used my love for my sunshine, my songbird, against me? No matter. I will not fall before these weak-willed fools. They are like saplings bending in the wind, but I am a tempest. I will break them.
Charge!
Fools.
He's not going down! Archers, fire at will!
Den Wong, it was a mistake to spare you before. I am the wind. I am the fury.
It was. I will end you.
I am not an evil man. Stand down and I will spare you. I am the wind. I am the fury.
I'm here, and you're done for!
Damn. I guess I'll die by some other loser's hands. Oh.
Jewel! Why are you here?
You think you could escape me so easily? Just don't die before I get my revenge. Hold my hand.
Jewel! Jewel! Show's over, people! Give them room!
Good work. Jan Wong's a decent soldier, but he's not exactly the brightest guy around. The plan to capture Yun Seng was flawed from the beginning, and his soldiers paid the price. And if you weren't there, we'd be talking about Jan Wong in the past tense. I always thought wandering warriors like you were more bluster than bite, but you are a fiend on the battlefield, my friend. I'm just glad you're on our side. Huh, and I've also never seen someone so damn focused. Outside of myself, that is. Finally got to file the We Got Yun Seng report. Oh, that feels good. And I've asked that the blockade of Zaiwei be lifted. Yep, as soon as you want. I'm sure the people of Sky Petal Plains will give you a hero's send-off, knowing what you did for them. And now that Yun Seng is behind bars, I'll be heading back to Zaiwei as well. Meet at the gates. I'll escort you into the city. They're under guard and soon to be escorted to the dungeon. You seem to know the lady. Feel free to speak to them if you wish. Don't see how it could hurt. You have my thanks, again.
A Saberfang. And so it ends, warrior. Did you wish this upon me, the king of thieves? It was necessary to tell me you had my songbird when really all you had was some village crow? But if Yunwa's not here, then where is she? I have searched the mountains, the desert, the valley. She, like the sun, is gone, leaving me in eternal night. I should not have let her go. Every bird must take its first flight. She went to find treasure in the desert, and Jewel told me she found family instead. Her aunt, Yahara. But she must have found danger as well. Gil, my oldest friend, kin of my spirit, I thought he would protect her, but he is gone too. The fault rests in me. Do not try to console me, warrior. I have failed her. I deserve my fate. To be bested by that golden-tongued dandy Yu Chun, and to be imprisoned, all for the love and loss of my daughter.
What now, warrior? Curse both of you. You were a fool for helping Jian Wang. And Yun Seng's a fool for falling for that obvious trap. And throwing himself in front of Yu Chun's swords? What did he think he was doing? Huh, I would have survived. And if Yun Seng wouldn't have so bravely gotten himself wounded, he could have taken out Yu Chun, and neither of us would be here. But his heart is in the right place. You're another matter. I will not forget this betrayal. You may get your revenge, but I will have mine, warrior. Remember that.
Warrior! Wasn't that awesome? All the arrows and the spears, and then Yu-Chun came and... I know, I wasn't though. But you know what? I'm not doing anything for anyone again. Except you, maybe. But Ipyong told me you were leaving for Zaiwei. Is that true? You're leaving Grand Harvest Village? Nuts. I was hoping you were gonna stick around. You could kick Jimpo for me when he starts pretending to be a black ram or whatever. But promise me you'll be back, please? Yay! I'll be waiting. Good luck with your important stuff.